Good morning, everybody. This is Scott Fardulis, and I'm so glad that you guys have joined us this morning on the YGY Builder conference call. And we love these Zooms that we do every week, and we appreciate your time and your efforts and your energy around getting more familiar and acquainted with this amazing tool. We've been in phase one of the design work and the application of YGY Builder now for quite a few months, and we're so thankful for all of you early honors that are using this tool, giving us feedback, leveraging it for its intent. And let me just be really super clear about YGY Builder. We've been designing this and really excited about it for a number of years. We as professional network marketers in the field full time, we understand the value of relationships and cultivating leads and generating prospects and communicating effectively with all those people, sharing the message of hope around longevity and how it impacts people both on a professional level and on a physical level, on a relational level. Those are some of the different niches, if you will, of building our business. And so what we've really appreciated about YGY Builder is it's a platform for all of us to do more and get more out of our efforts. So have you ever heard the statement, 1 + 1 = 3? It means individually, we can give 100%, but when you combine efforts and you combine different components of, if you will, of building your business, you get more out of the same effort when it's compounded. And so that's what's happening with YGY Builder. We just want to be able to cast a broader net to all of your actions. And so what those actions are, they're money-making activities. And money-making activities occur when we go through the day, and rather than getting caught up in the things that are just busy versus productive, we're doing what's productive all the time. And productive is meeting people. Productive is cultivating relationships. Productive is when you're sharing the good news and the hope of longevity. Productive is when you're showing people why it makes sense to swap where you shop. Productive is engaging with your network of people that you have influence over. It could be people that you relate to on a physical day, around your job, around your daily activities. It could be people that you connect with through social media. It could be people that you are involved with or engaged with through a lead generation program. Did you know that all of those components of relationship building are packed right into the heart and soul of YGY Builder? That's right. And so our goal is to help you stay in the game, be right in the nucleus of money-making activities with all of your efforts with longevity, so you get maximum benefits and maximum output from everything that you're doing. So on that note, I want to welcome all of you that are new to YGY Builder or newer to YGY Builder. Thanks for taking the time to join us on this conference call this morning. I think it's going to be worth your time and extremely valuable. So we're recording this so that we can upload it later to our Facebook page. If you do not belong to the YGY Builder Facebook page, you want to. So it is a protected, secure community, and so you've got to request being let into that community. And once we see that you're there and that you actually belong and are in good standing with longevity, then we approve you and let you into that community, so you can see what we're talking about, how we're posting, how we're communicating, tips and things that we'll share with you today that can get uploaded and shared with people that may not have this time slot available in their daily plan. So again, welcome to all of you. We're glad you're here. One thing that we want you to know is that we've taken the time to make sure that this site is secure. It's not always a given. So if you go to really popular websites, you'll see that there's an HTTPS:// before every address. And that's what secures your site, and it protects you. It's that extra barrier of protection so that people are not able to hack in or breach protocol as you're sharing your site. So we've built that in here recently, and we are proud to say that HTTPS now exists for us with YGY Builder. So for about the next week or so, you'll have to type that in. So literally put in HTTPS:// or your username, YGYbuilder.com. So you've all got one of those, a customized website for the YGY Builder platform. You want to make sure that you put that HTTPS on the front side. It'll automatically generate that by this time next week. So just for the next week or so, you can add that in manually, and then after that, you'll be able to just type in your personal website for YGY Builder, and it'll automatically populate that security HTTPS. So that's news, and we wanted you to know that that was in place now. And outside of that, here's another announcement for you. We are working on a phone app. And this phone app is going to be pretty brilliant. We're really excited about it. We've been designing this for a while as well. And so what that's going to allow you to do is see a little icon on your phone like you do for other apps. And you'll be able to tap on that and open up your YGY Builder management portal. And that will allow you to handle leads. It will allow you to manage campaigns. It will allow you to follow up and track where your people that are entering into your landing page and therefore into your funnel ultimately, where they're at inside of their journey. So we'll be sharing things with you as we're moving forward on that. That's going to be what we call phase 2. And the good news about the phase 2 component, this phone app that we'll be launching here very shortly, we're going to release that and make it a big deal at Leadership Mastery. So our intention is at Leadership Mastery to unfold phase 2 of YGY Builder, which is so exciting. You guys are going to have eyes like sharks rolling back in your heads when you take a bite of this phone app. It's going to be really, really powerful, and you're going to love it. It's going to have all the latest and greatest features that you could imagine, and we are now what we would call ourselves playing with the big boys in this realm. So that's good news. We wanted you to be aware of that as well. So I want to thank my co-host for this call, Joel Molly, for being on here as always, and we appreciate his time. He owns a company called Molly Media. His background and some of his experience is inside this world, so he's been super helpful and really brilliant, I would think, in terms of sharing different tips and training concepts that we can implement as we're growing our longevity business and leveraging the YGY Builder platform. So Joel, welcome, and thank you for being on with us again today. And we know, as always, you take time to kind of think about where all of us are at and some different tips that we can take and implement and put into our quiver, if you will, just more arrows in our quiver that you give us every week with different tips that we can apply. So we know that you also have, a phenomenal business inside of longevity, and you're able to leverage some of these tips, as well, and give us some practical feedback. So again, thanks for being on here, and love to turn some time over to you to share some of those tips with all of us today.
Thank you, Scott. Yes, I will be brief. However, this is some good action-packed content, if you will. So I would love to actually just read this article, not the article, like a paragraph. So bear with me if I'm not making eye contact here, right? And it just let these words sink in. They're very powerful. Social media has changed network marketing in massive ways. Building business with paid advertisements, endless hotel meetings, and paper mailers has been replaced with Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, LinkedIn, you name it. The essence of this shift is the idea that instead of high pressure hard selling, social media allows entrepreneurs to share their story, products, and success in ways that are non-confrontational and inspirational. So that's just what I wanted to share with you. Let that sink in a little bit, right? So some of the ways of the past have been replaced, and this leads me to segue directly into what our topic, right? And that's how YGY Builder can help you and us take advantage of the new way of the world and the new way of the entrepreneur, right? And the new way of the network marketer. And so that's why we're talking about this. That's why it's such a serious topic. And so one thing I wanted to share with you is reach. Like, where are you reaching people? And as traditional network marketers, word of mouth is just one way, right? Word of mouth is one way to reach people. And so let me share with you the sort of the new age, the social versions of what used to be, right? So, TV, right? People used to advertise on TV or whatever, or watch TV even. Well, what's that been replaced by? In terms of social network, it's YouTube, right? There are literally trillions of hours of footage on YouTube right now, and it's growing. I mean, I think it's in the millions of hours are uploaded every single day of videos to YouTube. It's absolutely insane, and people are spending more time there. And so YouTube, and what's cool about YouTube is anyone can get on there and post stuff, right? It's a social network. That's a place that people are going and congregating And therefore, it's an opportunity for us to get our message out, right? Get our business out, develop a following, and create interest. And so, keep that in mind. That's a place to reach people who need what we have in Youngevity. And then word of mouth, right? As traditional network marketers, well, guess what we have now, right? In addition to that, we have Facebook. Facebook is sort of the word of mouth social network, right? And so leveraging that, providing value, like I talked about last week, making sure you are taking time to intentionally build relationships on Facebook. Because what do we do in person as network marketers? We intentionally build relationships with people. And so, and then the other thing is radio. Remember radio advertisements? I randomly listen to the radio maybe once a week at this point in my life. I remember growing up, radio was always on in the car. Well, nowadays we've got podcasts, and we've got XM radio, and we've got Bluetooth so we can connect our phone to our car, and we've got all these things. And so radio I listen so rarely to, and whether or not that's the case for you, what's taken place of radio is podcasts. Podcasts are incredibly popular and growing. And so if you're not familiar with those, they're essentially radio channels that you can access on your smartphone anywhere you have an internet connection, and people are building a following there. People are getting their message out there. So that's that. Direct mail. Remember all the advertisements and the flyers and the stuff that people would send out in direct mail, and even network marketers. I remember hearing several stories of the early days of Youngevity, people just mailing out Dead Doctors Don't Lie CDs, right? Or not CDs, tapes, sorry. Dead Doctors Don't Lie tapes would just show up in your mailbox, and that was a prospecting tool, right? Well, guess what we have nowadays, right? Email. Email is the direct mail of today. And so, Youngevity and YGY Builder specifically, the importance of email is paramount, and developing a relationship with people there. And then blog posts have sort of replaced newspaper. Okay, so newspaper, and these are all the online equivalents to what used to be, and they're all places for us to reach our people. And I just wanted to sort of share with you the importance of that, and how network marketing and entrepreneurs are changing and getting their message out differently in this day and age. So, which is the main point of YGY Builder, is for us to leverage this age's equipment and tools, and how to reach out into the market and build our businesses with the tools that we have available. And so YGY Builder is that. It's to help us leverage all these tools and build your business in the 21st century, right? So however you could take advantage of those things, that is different for you. I've shared Facebook tips on what people, because most people are familiar with Facebook, right? However, if you're great with video and you love doing that, maybe YouTube is something that you want to do, right? And get involved with that and learn how to make great videos and provide value and do things like that. That's something that I enjoy doing, right? Maybe blogging is great for you. Maybe you like writing, and you like sharing information, and that's your platform, that's your medium. Maybe dig into that a little bit. So and the reason those are so powerful is people are already there. And so what I've taught in the past is that there are congregations of people already online that are looking for health, that are looking for coffee, that are looking for jewelry, right? And so if we can find ways to get in front of those people, you have a built-in way to attract people into your funnel in YGY Builder, and then an automation system to follow up with them. So that is sort of a 30,000-foot view, and I hope you recognize the importance of all this. And as Scott said, we are excited for what's going to be rolled out at Leadership Mastery about a month from now, and we've got man, we're excited for what's going on, you guys. So we're intentionally making this easier for you, and that's that. In fact, yeah. And today, look out on the Facebook page for a couple social media tips that I'll be sharing there. and keep your eyes on that over these next few weeks, because we're going to start really sort of leaking some great information. So without belaboring that anymore, I hope you guys got some value out of that. If you have any questions, please hit me up, let me know. And Scott, I'll pass this time back to you.
Yeah, Joel, thanks for that. I just took notes on, all of your this versus that statements, YouTube versus paid advertising, podcast versus radio, email versus direct mail, blogs versus newspaper, et cetera. And so then that led me to some thoughts, now you take YGY Builder. If that was something like a podcast or a blog or a YouTube or an email, and we're now saying now there's, YGY Builder, I'm thinking, versus what? An unstreamlined message. What this does now is it allows us to streamline our message. It allows us to systematize our methods of operation. It allows us to shorten the process. It allows us to get our message succinct. And so you think about that. I personally believe that one of the fatal flaws to people that want to do well in network marketing is they don't understand the value or the importance truly of what it looks like to have systems and processes and streamlining and succinct forms of communication. If we took a poll of all the people that are on this call right now and said, what's your message? What's your MO? How are you communicating to people? If we just took simple surveys like that and asked these basic questions, it would be scary, the answers that we receive from people. People just don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to do it. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to behave. They don't know what the message is. And so that alone is pretty scary. If I say, hey, what do you do for a living? There's some pretty interesting answers that people would give us as for what you do for a living. How does your company operate? What's your message? What do you offer? How do I get involved? We get some weird stuff being communicated, and I don't know how healthy that is. And so I've found in our 29 years of experience in this industry at this point that it's a really good idea to be short and crisp and clear and compelling, and to have value and curiosity. And if you don't know what that looks like, then you're all over the place. You're probably turning away more people than you're attracting, because people read into that and they're like, you don't know what you're doing. You're just winging this. And when people have the sense that you're just winging it and you don't really know what you're doing, that's when we all get into trouble. And so YGY Builder keeps us from winging anything. It makes you look professional. It makes you look like you've got a foundation. It gives people a sense of confidence, like this is real. You guys have put time, you've put money, you've put systems into place, and I can do this. Now people start thinking this is actually duplicatable. And that's one of the things that I just love most about YGY Builder. So on that note, thank you, Joel, for being willing to post your tips later to the Facebook page so that people can glean that information and think about that as they're going through their day. Again, we're going to launch what we just described as phase 2 of this just in 1 month. In 1 month from now, phase 2 will be out, and we're going to show it. We're going to tell it. We're going to demonstrate it. It's going to be live. It's going to be available. It's going to be very real. And you're going to love what that looks like. So again, in closing, just to take a term from what you said early, Joel, our goal is to broaden our reach. That's really what we all need to be doing. We need to broaden our reach. We need to attract more people at any given time and be able to handle that and process those people without feeling like it's overwhelming or that we're getting backed up and that people are getting left, to die on the vine. That's not going to happen with YGY Builder. You're going to look smart. You're going to look poised. You're going to look confident. You're going to look professional. It's going to appear that you know what you're doing, and you will, because when people fail, systems win. And that's what this is. It is one deluxe system. When people fail, the systems win. So we don't have to worry about how great we are, how smart we are, how knowledgeable we are, because what's in front of us is YGY Builder. So thank you, everybody, for being part of this training call today. Thank you for all of your feedback. Thank you for your willingness to be a part of phase 1. And as you've got questions and experiences and feedback and any wisdom that you've got to share from implementing YGY Builder, please go to the Facebook page. Make sure you belong to that page and post your comments there. Post your questions there. Make sure that anything that you're posting is something that's valuable and beneficial for everybody else to take a springboard from so that their experience is improved. So if you got any questions, we're going to open up the lines right now for your feedback on this call. We'd love to hear from you. If you've got questions that you would like answers to, or anything that you want a deeper dive into, let us know. Go ahead and unmute your lines if you would like to ask something or speak up, or we'll just conclude this call and we'll make sure that we upload the recording to the Facebook page. Anybody at all? Perfect. Well, we're glad that you were all with us today. We appreciate your time, and go out and make it a great day. Make it productive, and let us know your feedback once again on that Facebook page. Thanks for attending, everybody. We love you guys.
All right.